People are constantly asking me if they can play my music on Twitch or if they can play it on their in their videos or whatever. And like, I think it's like, if you want to play the music on Twitch or something, then you have to provide some proof that you have permission. So just take this as permission. If you have a Twitch stream or you want to use my music in one of your videos or something, this is your permission. Go ahead and use the music. You can send that clip to Twitch and hopefully they allow you.
The type of lyricism we write, strike a pistol, ignite the light that send them like Mike, incite the niggas tonight, we fighting.
So, okay, so let's get exposure started, man. So, welcome to the chat. Welcome to another reaction, Tom MacDonald exposure. This is in continuity of The Industry, the song The Industry, called The Industry, and I wanted to do these kind of in continuity of like just learning the exposure of the music industry, you know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to definitely show your love to this video, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Shout out to Mugtech, shout out to Mug Mafia, shout out to Hog Life for this one. I definitely do love me a good exposure of the music industry, so let me know. You know, y'all asked me to do Loza Alexander, but yeah, so I won't waste your time. Y'all know what we do. Let's get it.
Yeah. Let me break it down for every single doubter. You're afraid of what I'm.
Hey, I like that beat already. I like the way that beat dropped. It's very old school hip hop-ish. Like it kind of got that boom bap energy to it. I didn't think he after I heard the first boom bap, I didn't think he would do another one. Well, this was before that one, but I didn't think. I like that beat. That's the first thing I notice when I do these reactions. Like, if the beat have a good drop, you know what I'm saying? That's very important.
Let me break it down for every single doubter. You're afraid of what I'm doing. You're a coward. All your favorite rappers doing downers, and you make them.
He do got that boom bap flow to this one.
You're afraid of what I'm doing. You're a coward.
I'm surprised how he ended that bar right there. If you listen to the first line.
Let me break it down for every single doubter. You're afraid of what I'm doing. You're a coward. All your favorite rappers do.
I like how the beat stopped for that split second and then went on and continued on after that.
For every single doubter, you're afraid of what I'm doing. You're a coward. All your favorite rappers doing downers, and you make them feel empowered to their.
Yeah, all your favorite rappers doing downers, and you make them feel empowered. Oh, we got a sweetie. She tried to slide by and not say nothing. She was trying to creep. Oh, you got me some ice cream. Yeah. See, when you got a sweet thing bring me sweets.
They're fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. Yeah.
They're fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. I like the connection between soil and pushing flowers. That means flowers are blooming.
Doing downers, and you make them feel empowered till they're fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. Yeah. What the Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz all have in common.
You say, oh great, I know.
Fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. Yeah. What the Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz all have in common. They make a living off gangster rap, but they all went to college. It's all.
Wow. He said Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz have in common. They make gangster rap, but they all went to college. That's kind of weird, ain't it? That's kind of weird, ain't it, y'all? That a lot of the most popular rappers have college degrees. Like, they've been to college before. And you would think by the way they portray their image that they never been to school. Oh, Sweetie is my Nova. But I found it kind of weird that a lot of the rappers in the industry, they all have like college degrees. They went to college. So how can they perpetuate a lifestyle when they went to school?
All this marketing strategy so you empty your wallet. Endorsing vodka to make a buck and make you alcoholics. That make
I like that bar. Let's go
strategy
back.
so you empty your wallet. Endorsing vodka to make a buck and make you alcoholics.
Endorsing market endorsing to make you take out your wallet.
Marketing strategy so you empty your wallet. Endorsing vodka to make a buck and make you alcoholics. That make you stupid with Xanax. That make you broke with designers. They use the
Make you broke with the Xanax to make you with designers.
music to confuse the youth and influence minors. Isn't it?
Dang, making music to confuse the youth and influence minors. Ooh, but I love how he's connecting these lines together.
You empty your wallet. Endorsing vodka to make a buck and make you alcoholics. That make you stupid with Xanax. That make you broke with designers. They use the music to confuse the youth and influence minors. Isn't it funny how these rappers went from fighting the power to buy a gun and sell some drugs in just a matter of hours?
Say you see how these, it's funny how these rappers used to say fight the power and then went downhill in just a couple of hours. I like that bar. That kind of speaks to about
how these rappers went from fighting the power to buy a gun and sell some drugs in just a matter of hours.
To buy a gun and sell some drugs in a matter of hours. It's like it made me kind of remember how I feel right now. Like it kind of made me remember about the 90s and how music switched up. And it went from like things like fight the power, you know what I'm saying, trying to wake up the youth, you know what I'm saying, influence the youth to do other and bigger and better things. But then when gangster rap came on, it's just like all that went downhill.
How these rappers went from fighting the power to buy a gun and sell some drugs in just a matter of hours. To turn the students to felons that just get fed to the system. Cause there are people.
Turn the students to felons.
Drugs in just a matter of hours. To turn the students to felons that just get fed to the system. Cause there are people making fortunes off of privatized prisons.
There are people making money off of privatized prisons. So if anybody watched the cartoon The Boondocks, Riley actually does a very great excerpt about the prison industrial complex. But what killed me was that you learned like Michael Jordan has stocks, money invested into the prison industrial complex. Some of our own people have invested interest, you know what I'm saying? So then you learn that some policemen, they get incentives or commission. And I don't know if this happens everywhere. This is just a story that I heard because I know I might have some people that were policemen or know a policeman. But I've read that, you know, there were times where policemen or judges will actually get a commission based on what type of people they sent to prisons and stuff. I mean, it was a whole conglomerate, man. And it was, everything connects together. Cause man, like in the early 90s, man, we were watching House Party. And then by 94, it was Boys from the Hood. And then the late 90s, it was just foolishness. You know what I'm saying? We still had some good movies, but I just feel like when it came to those things, like when you see your whole culture shift and you don't know why you got there, but you know it's kind of linked to the music, it's definitely eye-opening.
They objectify women till they are all that you crave, so you don't realize there's more to life than just getting laid.
You say they objectify women, so it's all that you crave, and you don't realize there's more in life than just you getting laid. Basically exploiting women, exploiting lust, you know what I'm saying? Exploiting, making everybody care about having sex more than building a life and finances. And I can speak from experience that that perpetuates in the culture because most people are, you know, Section 8 living. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of things that made me mad, you know. It's so sad when you see your own culture fall because of that.
You think you're happy, but you're really just so caught in the game that you don't realize you're wasting all your money to play. They give you rappers with rainbow hair who wear clothes like your girlfriend to emasculate the men that emulate all the urban trends.
To emasculate all the men that relay all the urban trends. Think about the kind of artists that have came out for us in the last 10 to 15 years. Colored hair, tight pants, sagging, overall just effeminate and emotional. And that's the way they want to portray the image of a black man to our culture.
Just so caught in the game that you don't realize you're wasting all your money to play. They give you rappers with rainbow hair who wear clothes like your girlfriend to emasculate the men that emulate all the urban trends. Got you wearing pretty dresses and heels and popping pills like you really know how the pressure can feel. Y'all some
popping pills like you really know how the pressure could feel. I feel that right there. That was some deep, in-depth bars right there.
Wearing pretty dresses and heels and popping pills like you really know how the pressure can feel. Y'all some posers dying for acceptance and exposure.
Y'all some posers dying for acceptance and exposure. That's crazy, bro.
Know how the pressure can feel. Y'all some posers dying for acceptance and exposure. Trying to be the rappers on the posters. All I hear is new chain, big house, fast cars, so boring.
All I hear is new chain, big house, fast cars, boring. That's all we hear. We hear no music of substance no more. All right, let's rewind that bar.
On the posters, all I hear is new chain, big house, fast cars, so boring. And all of that is lies, man. It's so corny.
Man, so let me further elaborate, man. That's all they've been rapping about. They gave us, that's what I meant to say earlier, is that they gave us, they started us out with like house party, kid and play type music. Then we went to gangster rap, and then we moved on to money rap. Like Yellow Viper, Yellow Hummer, Yellow Benz, like they gave us Big Timers, Master P. They gave us nothing but artists that perpetuates money, get money, get money. And I'll be wondering sometimes, was that a plan? You perpetuate gangster life and then you perpetuate the love for money, and you combine those two genres together, and now you create a culture that's crime driven, and all they care about is getting money and how they got the money. Okay, so you listening to a rapper talk about, oh, this is how I got this. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving bricks, moving packs, doing this, doing that. And you always, that's all you hear. Okay, so if I want this fast car, you know, big house, whatever, I need to do this. But ain't nobody talking about, hey, maybe invest in the stock market. That'll be boring. You know, the industry wouldn't want that. It said next week should be titled Ice Cream Social. Like it's a very elaborate plan for the destruction of, like, the way I feel is about with my community is really criminal, bro. It's really criminal. But see, that's the reason why I say that we need, a culture that's insatiable. And that's the reason why I say that the simple fact, because we don't have a strong masculine presence in politics. We don't, that's going to be the filter between some music getting to the black community versus some music that doesn't. Well, all they do is just guinea pig us with music and see if we accept it. And if we accept it, then we'll use it on them. But since we don't have any political power, there's nobody to say, stop. Nah, we ain't getting this. This is not the kind of music we want our youth listening to. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. That's why you couldn't have a Malcolm X and a Martin Luther King be living in this day and time, because they would influence black men and women to be more than just rappers, to be more than just what you see and perpetuating in the culture right now. You got two living legends that would be living right now, that would influence a whole culture to straighten up, to be more family induced. That the reason why they got killed was because of a long game. It wasn't because of short-term game. It was a plan. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's how I feel that with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X living today, they would be political powers. They didn't want a political power, especially from our community, to be in society defending us. Because look, in the UN, you have African representation, but you don't have representation from our community in the UN. Oh yeah, they would. They would, but if they was around, do you think things would have happened? I'm saying we needed somebody in the same positions that have influence over infrastructure. Like that's what we needed in the Black community. We need people that had influence over policy and infrastructure that can push like, hey, you're not gonna do this to my community or nothing like that. That's what Malcolm and Martin really represented when I actually thought about it. But let's continue on with the reaction.
Death threats coming every other day for me, but I don't believe a word of is ghost stories. Hi, my name is Tom MacDonald. Welcome to the show. If you are easily offended, then you probably should go. My resolution to losers who my new music is triggered, and just 1 million views on YouTube is too big middle fingers. I don't.
Ooh, huh? Of course, they would definitely cancel Jesus.
Donald, welcome to the show. If you are easily offended, then you probably should go. My resolution to losers who my new music is triggered, and just 1 million views on YouTube is too big middle fingers. I don't apologize or compromise. I quantify the figures because
I don't apologize. Hold up, what'd he say?
You probably should go. My resolution to losers who my new music is triggered, and just 1 million views on YouTube is too big middle fingers.
Ooh, Evan. I hear you, Evan. Evan has a very small, low tone, deep voice going behind everything he said in this verse right here. Watch.
Tom MacDonald, welcome to the show. If you are easily offended, then you probably should go. My resolution to losers who my new music is triggered, and just 1 million views on YouTube is too big middle fingers.
So just 1 million views on YouTube is just two big middle fingers, and you hear like a tiny, deep voice in the back.
The losers who my new music is triggered, and just 1 million views on YouTube is too big middle fingers. I don't apologize or compromise. I quantify the figures.
He said, I don't apologize. I compromise or quantify the figures. You don't tell me that Tom can't rap when he got vocabulary and lyricism like that.
Views on YouTube is too big middle fingers. I don't apologize or compromise. I quantify the figures because I'm optimized for making a killing and getting bigger.
Because I'm optimized for making the killing and getting bigger. I love this boom bap flow. I love this boom bap flow.
Or compromise, I quantify the figures because I'm optimized for making a killing and getting bigger. Had the fire all along. I needed fuel and a flicker to light the.
He said, I had a fire all along. I had the fuel in the fuel in the flicker.
For making a killing and getting bigger. Had the fire all along. I needed fuel and a flicker to light the fuse to the mixture of the rumors and liquor.
Ooh, I like the way that sound. Oh man. Oh, I like the way that sound. Oh my goodness. Let me rewind that. Rewind, gang.
Music is triggered, and just 1 million views on YouTube is too big middle fingers. I don't apologize or compromise. I quantify the figures. I'm optimized for making a killing and getting bigger. Had the fire all along. I needed fuel and a flicker to light the fuse to the mixture of the.
He said to light the fuse, the fuel and the flicker to light the fuse to the. Hold up.
And bigger, had the fire all along. I needed fuel and a flicker to light the fuse to the mixture.
I like the fuse to the mixture. Oh, okay. I see how he compounded them both.
Bigger, had the fire all along. I needed fuel and a flicker to light the fuse to the mixture of the rumors and liquor.
And the rumors and liquor.
But try to cut me with scissors. But what's a blade to a building made out of iron and pillars?
Ooh, what's a blade to a building of iron and pillars? Trying to say, yeah, he's a strong structure, like nothing can cut him down. That's all he's talking about. Like I said before, Tom, like what is Cardi B doing talking to the president-elect?
I needed fuel and a flicker to light the fuse to the mixture of the rumors and liquor. They got nothing else to do but try to cut me with scissors. But what's a blade to a building made out of iron and pillars? Go ahead and cry me a river, cause I've been dying to go swimming in.
Cry in the river because I've been dying to go swimming. I like how sometimes how Tom delivers these bars like kind of nonchalantly. Like you can see his body language in the video. Like check out this last couple bars. Like look at his body. He just like just got his movements are just so casual.
To a building made out of iron and pillars. Go ahead and cry me a river, cause I've been dying to go swimming. And I'm designed to find it funny when they whine, cause I'm winning.
Ooh, cause I'm dying that I find it funny because they're whining and winning. That's cool. I like that.
I just tell the truth. It's up to you to love or
Oh, I like the voice in the back, but he got the filter, like this like kind of like a walkie-talkie kind of filter on his voice. Now that the beat has calmed down a little bit and it's kind of have like a bridge, now it's time to bring it down a little bit and let him speak.
And I'm designed to find it funny when they whine, cause I'm winning. I just tell the truth. It's up to you to love or dismiss it. I'm just pointing out what I feel like the game has been missing. And every time I open my mouth up, you get offended. You say the talk is cheap, but then you act like it's expensive. You can't.
Ooh, you said. Oh, that's a bar.
Dismiss it. I'm just pointing out what I feel like the game has been missing. And every time I open my mouth up, you get offended. You say the talk is cheap, but then you act like it's expensive.
You say that talk is cheap and you act like it's expensive. Oh, that's hot.
Every time I open my mouth up, you get offended. You say the talk is cheap, but then you act like it's expensive. You can't afford to speak your mind, afraid you'll get rejected by some strangers on the internet whose lives are all pathetic.
That's facts. That's big facts. That's big facts. I think we need to stop being scared of posting things on the internet, because what's the worst they can do? You know what I'm saying? You can always make another account. But I think in this time, especially somebody that's building a channel like in my position, like it's very hard. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard when you want to speak truth, but you gotta sometimes understand that sometimes speaking the truth, it does better for you on the inside than being a people pleaser. Sometimes you may have to die to yourself before you can progress forward. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's speaking the truth gives you more peace and better confidence. There's a blessing at the end of the road, but you know, you're gonna go through something, you're gonna lose everything, but you're gonna get blessed at the end of the road, man. But let's go back.
Or to speak your mind, afraid you'll get rejected by some strangers on the internet whose lives are all pathetic. I was surrounded by people who just pretend to be down, and then I blew up off a record. No one's friends with me now.
Oh, say he got people that was pretending to be with him, and then now he had a record, and now everybody's gone, man. So you never know people. Like when you successful, you'll never know who actually love you until like after you successful, you'll never know who your real friends are. That's why in this Bible scripture that I read in Ecclesiasticus, it's in the Apocrypha, it says you always test your friends to see if they're with you. Sometimes it's necessary to test your friends, even new friends. You know what I'm saying? But never sacrifice, a good old friend for a new wine. That's the parable. I like that.
About people who just pretend to be down, and then I blew up off a record. No one's friends with me now. I've realized that my potential so intensely.
I like how when the beat start, you hear his voice inflection, vocals go up. You know what I'm saying? So like right here is kind of
strangers on the internet.
It's kind of here.
I was surrounded by people who just pretend to be down, and then I blew up off a record. No one's friends with me now. I've realized that my
and then it goes back
so
up.
Intensely profound that there was bound to be some haters getting caught in the crowd. I won't apologize for anything I said or I'll say. If you're allergic to opinions, you should just walk away. Don't give a shit about your arguments and your complaints. I'd love to have you in my audience. Just know it isn't safe. White people are the biggest on the planet, but even still, I swear I'm sick to death of hearing it.
Wow. You said white people are the biggest a-holes on the planet, but I swear I'm sick hearing it.
Arguments and your complaints. I'd love to have you in my audience. Just know it isn't safe. White people are the biggest on the planet, but even
now you hear that tiny deep voice in the back of his lyrics right there.
My audience, just know it isn't safe. White people are the biggest on the planet, but even still I swear I'm sick to death of hearing it. You're not a model, you're a waitress, and the man taking your picture is a pervert with a camera, no photography experience. You cry about gorillas getting shot inside a zoo and then take photos on your phone when someone's dying next to you. Y'all only care about
y'all taking videos on your complaining about a gorilla dying in the zoo, and then take your phone out and take a picture when someone's dying next to you. That hit hard. That's the hardest bar in the song right there. Man, because you remember the internet outrage about that? What was that? About 2016, 2017 when that freaking gorilla got shot? I said, man, really? This where we at?
getting shot inside a zoo and then take photos on your phone when someone's dying next to you. Y'all only care about each other if it means you'll get some views, and you can say that I'm a but what I say is just the truth. There's a disconnect between the things you feel and what's said, because you're afraid of what they'll think, so you don't say what you meant. If being true to myself means that I'll lose the respect, then I'll stand my ground like both my feet are stuck in cement.
So I stand my ground like with both my feet stuck in cement. Sometimes standing on the truth is more important than what was that? Hold up, I gotta remember it.
To myself means that I'll lose the respect, then I'll stand my ground like both my feet are stuck in cement. I was raised to keep my feelings, thoughts, and words all consistent. If you're censoring your heart, then what's the reason for living?
I'm gonna say, if you're censoring your heart, what's the reason you're living? Bro, so two of the hardest bars, bro. But that one, I think that one is even better than the previous one I just mentioned. I just feel it's something about standing on the truth that's more peaceful. Even though life may be harder, it's way more peaceful to the spirit. And I think a lot of us should strive more to be more congruent with what we think and say what we think. You know? Deal with people according to how you know them. But at the end of the day, say your truth. Say it. Just say it. Don't let nobody deter you from what you need to say. I like this. I like this song. This song right here moved up in my top time songs.
I don't need their approval to validate my position, and I don't need to be accepted, never asked for permission. They attacked me from behind and tried to silence the vision, tried to kill me with fire, and from the ashes I've risen.
Trying to kill me with fire, from the ashes I've risen. Then he tried to block his vision. And sometimes you just gotta rock with that.
From behind and tried to silence the vision, tried to kill me with fire, and from the ashes I've risen.
So there was this text that I read that, Judas, the one that told on Jesus, Judas, there's text that says that Judas actually was a lifelong friend of Jesus.
My motivation won't expire. I don't get tired, I get driven. If they don't like it, then they're not required to comment or listen. They just hide behind their keyboards trying to find the ambition to go make something of their life while they die for attention.
I think this last bar, he said, if being true to myself means that I lose the respect, then I'll stand on my ground like my feet are stuck in cement. I was raised to keep my feelings, thoughts, and words consistent. If you're censoring your heart, then what's the reason for living? I don't need their approval to validate my position, and I don't need to be accepted, never ask for permission. They attacked me from behind and tried to silence the vision, tried to kill me with fire, and from the ash I've risen. My motivation won't expire. I don't get tired, I'll get driven. Let me repeat that. He said, my motivation won't expire. He said, this is how I get tongue tied when I read lyrics. He said, my motivation won't expire. I don't get tired, I get driven. If they don't like it, then they're not required to comment and listen. If they just hide behind the keyboard, they're trying to find their ambition to go make something of their life while they die for attention. That was probably that last, what was that, about 12 bars right there? That's my favorite part right there. That was my favorite part. I also like, let me see. Say you're not a model, you're a waitress, and the man taking your picture is a pervert with a camera with no photography experience. You cry about gorillas getting shot inside a zoo and then take pictures on your phone when someone's dying next to you. You only care about each other if it means you'll get some views and you'll say, but what I say is just the truth. There's a disconnect between the things you feel and what's said because you're afraid of what they think. So don't they say because you're afraid of what they'll think, so you don't say what you meant. You know what I'm saying? How many times do we not say the truth as intensely that we need to say it? And but those are my favorite bars from that part. But post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think, man. If you like my reaction, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And make sure you in these lives, man. Because hog life is live in these lives, man. So I'll catch y'all later at another one. Y'all know what it is. Stay grinding, man. Peace out.